Hello, people. This is the first week, and we're working with graphing on a computer. You can feel free to look at the information on the lab. It looks like this. You can just go to Module 1. It's got all this beautiful information on there. We're only going to be doing the second and third activities, which is graphing and linear regression. Okay. And effectively, I'm trying to be pragmatic about what we're doing. So it's important for you guys to know what an average is and what a standard deviation is. But what I want you to do, what I want you to be able to do is be able to graph and calculate a standard deviation using a spreadsheet program like Excel. Okay. So feel free to read activities 2 and 3 on here. But really what we need to do is manipulate the data so we can do a nice graph and a nice regression. Okay, so let me show you how to do a real quick graph here. Here we have the independent variable, which is weeks. Here's a dependent variable, which is how high the different plants grew in centimeters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one plot. I'm only going to be interested in the wheat plants on the first one. So using my cursor, I'm going to highlight the week and the 3 wheat plants. Notice that I'm not highlighting the titles, just the numbers, the independent variable time, the dependent variable height in centimeters. Now you can go to the top to Insert, Scatter, and Smooth. And there's your lines right there. Okay. I'm going to make my screen a little bit smaller so you guys can see what this chart looks like. All right. One of the things that's important for us to discern in a chart is to know what the independent and dependent variables are. So we're going to go ahead and put those on here. Okay. So what you do is you click on your chart, and when you do that, you can do it one of two ways. You can either go to Add Chart Element here in the upper left-hand corner, or you can go to this little plus right here. Either way will work. I happen to like Add Chart Element, so click there. Go down to Axis Titles, Primary Horizontal, and then you can start typing immediately, which is the independent variable time in weeks. Okay. Hit enter, and notice that it goes right there as the independent variable. Okay. We're going to do it a second time. Again, double click on your chart. Your Add Chart element comes up. Go down to Axis Titles. Go to Primary Vertical. And now we're going to type in plant height. And we're going to put centimeters in parentheses because those are the units. Okay. All right, now we're going to change our title here. We're going to click on the title. And titles are always dependent variable versus independent variable. So this is going to be plant height versus time. Okay, we're going to do one last thing. Notice right here that we have series 1, 2, and 3, which belongs to wheat plant 1, 2, and 3. Right now we don't know which one it is. So what you do, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see, is we're going to click on one of these functions. I'm going to pick on the blue one. Okay, right mouse button. And you go down to select data. And then you have this select data source dialog box. Notice the first one is highlighted. Click on it. Click Edit. And this Edit Series shows up. At the top, we're going to click on that little box, like so. And then we're going to choose cell B2, because that's the name of that series. You click on the box again, and you go OK. And notice that now it says Wheat Plant 1 instead of Series 1. So we're going to do the same thing with the other two. Click on the second one, edit it. Under Series Name, we're going to click and choose Wheat Plant 2. We're going to click the button and OK. We're going to do it a third time. Series 3, edit, select edits series name, and it's going to be Wheat Plant 3. Select it, OK. They're all under the legend entries here. Click OK, and now we know that the blue is Wheat 1. We know that the orange is Wheat 2, and we know that the gray is Wheat 3. And that's where I'm going to stop this one. I will come right back in a little bit so we can do linear regression.